Welcome back, Collective. So I was just doing a little pre-shuffle and doing my prayers, and I asked Spirit what the theme for this message is going to be, and the Wheel of Fortune popped out. And one thing I'm reminded of, when I'm looking at this, is we're reminded to go with the flow. We're reminded to go with the flow. And what does that look like? I've talked about how, it looks like it's like riding a wave, right? So every choice that we have, every option that we have is like a wave. And we get to choose which wave we want to ride. And there's so many waves. There's so many different waves. And they're all good waves, right? Some might be bigger than others, but they're all fun waves. They're all fun experiences. But there's always a point when the wave dies out. And when the wave dies out, you can't bring life back into a wave that's already gone. And so instead of sitting there trying to bring life back into something that's no longer there, you search for the next wave, which normally all you got to do is turn around and hey, it's right there. But you're never going to see the new, bigger, better waves if you never release the wave that's already gone. So just let it go, and turn around and hop on the next one, catch the next one. Because when one door closes, there's always a bigger one, better one, greater one, right behind us, ready to be opened. If we're ready to open it, if we're ready to finally shut that smaller door from the past that's right in front of us, and I just butchered that, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. See if we can get some more tarot. Alright, Spirit, what do we got? So it's Five of Pentacles in reverse. So Five of Pentacles is, poverty, material, financial loss. But it came in the reverse. It talks about using your spiritual gifts for to receive financial abundance, right? And so, using spiritual resources to cope. Well, what does that look like? Using spiritual resources to cope. Well, our intuition, using our intuition to know what path to take. That's crucial. And it's also not fixating on what on the doors that close. The shift of mind is when you stop looking at it as the no's as a bad thing. Sometimes it's a blessing. It's not a no, it's a redirection, which is what we need a lot of the times, because sometimes we're looking in the wrong places. And if we're looking in the wrong places, we're not going to find what's meant for us. And so maybe that no is simply just a redirection. But we're reminded to ask for help. We're reminded to ask for help. All right, Emperor. I see you coming in as the Emperor, a leader. The Emperor is the all the kings combined. He embodies all the kings. Solid foundation, leadership qualities, position of power. But at the same time, it's really easy. It's really easy to, not easy. It's hard to ask for help, right? Because even some of the strongest people, emperors, they still need people that they can rely on, even if it's just simply for advice. but it's hard to ask for help sometimes. I think that's something that most of us struggle with. 6 of Cups. And it's talking about the simple joys of life, just living. You know, in the Bible it talks about how we should have the heart of a child, right? Well, why is that? Well, children, their imagination just runs free. They live in dream worlds. They live in worlds of endless possibilities, right? They don't stop dreaming, and so when you don't stop dreaming, your manifestations are endless, right? Memories of the youth: honesty, kindness, good intent, trust, nostalgia. Those are all characteristics of an emperor. Those are all characteristics of an emperor. Someone that you can trust to rule with honesty, with kindness, with good intentions. Intents are everything. Intentions everything. Our intentions are everything. And so a lot of people do the right thing, right? But they do it under the wrong intentions. They do it with the intentions of maybe clout seeking or recognition, right? But that's the wrong reasons. Those are the wrong reasons. We're not supposed to be doing it for those reasons. We're not supposed to be doing it for those reasons. You got the Five of Swords: conflict, argument, fighting without scruples, hollow victory, animosity. Hmm. Talks about instability. Is that what you need to ask help for? Asking help with so then I got the Five of Swords and then the Four of Swords, which is a reminder to take a break, clearing your head, recovering, which is something we all don't do enough of. It's really easy to get caught up in the rat race of life. It's more important to say no, to learn to say no, to learn to know when our battery needs recharging. Because if we don't learn to do that, then we're just going to end up laying down like this person. But even especially for the emperors, because you don't become emperor without putting in the work, right? You don't become an emperor without putting in the work. But when you live a life of go 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 go, work work work, it's really easy to get lost in the sauce. It's really easy to get caught up, and but when you're doing that, you're missing out on the simple joys of life. You're missing out on the simple joys of life. That's why it's even more important to take our breaks, and to smell the roses, to just go out and enjoy, appreciate the moment, live for the moment, because that's what we're called to do. We're called to live for the moment, not living in the past, worried about the future. It's living in the moment, enjoying the moment, treasuring the moment for what it is, appreciating it for what it is. One more card. Two of Pentacles: juggling responsibilities, personal finances, keeping it all in balance. That's what it all is, keeping it all in balance. Finding an equal balance of everything. Work and play, of you know, we don't spend enough time balancing our own personal health, our own personal well-being, which sometimes could just be simply, you know, some people look at the gym as work, but it's not work. It's a benefit to yourself. And but it's a little things like that when you can shift your mindset and start looking at it not of, oh, I have to go do this, I get to go do this, with the overstanding that it's for my better good. Once you can make that shift in consciousness, man, that's when you start becoming, that's when you start really embodying the emperor that you truly are. So don't stop being your badass self.